Boy. Hello, Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Happy November. My name is Heidi Corona, Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi. That is me, the one and only. And I'm going to be doing some tarot predictions, a tarot card spread for November 2022 for the collective of Pisces, the general collective of Pisces. So if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, sun, moon, rising, or heavily in your chart, you identify with the sign of Pisces, this reading is for you. Please be sure to take it as it resonates. I'm using the Tattoo Tarot, like I said, Tattoo Tarot. Take it as it resonates and let it land where it lands in your life, because you know your life and this is for the collective. So I thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, my name is Heidi. I am a psychic medium, an energy healer, an animal communicator, a channel for spirit messages, and also a card reader. So I am shuffling your deck and drawing your cards now. Oops. For Pisces. Wow. What's going on, girl? Boy, Pisces, person. What's going on, Pisces? You have some serious cards here. Wow. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Oh, man. Let me move this over just a touch. So I do a lot of stuff on Facebook. If you want to check me out on Facebook or IG, I'm at Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi. And I'm on TikTok at Heidi with Spirit Speaks. I also do book private sessions, and I have tarot videos for order. So if you're interested, check me out. My links are in the description box. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please click that notification bell, and let's dive in. So starting off the month, Pisces, lovely energy you have here. You have Major Arcana card number 3, the Empress, along with the Ace of Coins. So the Empress is about giving to the world, man, standing in your power and nurturing others, really deciding what you are cultivating within yourself to give out to the world anew. Okay, you're investing in yourself. I see her wings there. She's really shining. She's really flying high. She's not afraid to dream big. I say she because the Empress is a she. I'm talking to you, Pisces, no matter where it lands in your life, okay? I see you starting off the month very strong, okay? The Ace of Coins is like a new money venture, okay? This is maybe you're going to a new location. You're starting a really big new project. You're renovating your home. You could be having a child. Let's just say that right now. Maybe you're having a child, Pisces. The Empress is sometimes pregnant. And Ace of Coins is like something new and tangible in your reality. Can be a financial venture. Maybe you're deciding to take some classes, go to college, starting a new job, move locations. Maybe you just want to be more healthy. Maybe you're taking up a new meditation or yoga practice, fitness schedule. Maybe you're really tending to your body, your physical needs, but more than that, I don't feel like there's solitude in this. It's what you're giving to others as well. So maybe you're leading your family in a new, healthier direction, right? Like I said, new job, new location, something like that. Whatever this is that you're starting a month with, you're definitely in a positive state of being. And that is freaking awesome. So, what is something that you are bringing from the past? I love this. King of Wands. King of Wands is big, bold actions. Really having a solid, clear direction of where you want to go, Pisces. And I love that you have the Empress with this Ace of Coins. This is going to be definitely, if not financially lucrative for you, it's definitely going to be sustainable and healthy for you in the long run. I see that you're not getting here frivolously. The Empress does not sit on her throne because she just happened to land there by coincidence and accident. No, you've put in the legwork and the footwork to get where you're at. And so you're in this new position where I see that maybe you're going to get a new offer of collaboration. Someone might reach out to you. Maybe you'll get a promotion because you've been recognized for the person that you are and the actions that you have taken. You're not afraid to be a leader. You're not afraid to be fiery and creative. And I must say this, you have a lot of court cards in your spread. And sometimes court cards can indicate people in our lives. So if you're the Empress, let's just say this, then this could be another energy in your life that's very important to you. Someone very strong and dominant, possibly a Leo, someone who's a leader, assertive, no nonsense. It could be a masculine. It could be a dominant feminine. Okay. We do have people like that in our lives who can be somewhat overbearing, but I feel like this person, if this resonates with you, I feel like this person spurs you to be the same. That's why you have the drive and the will that you have to take these new steps. You're not afraid. You're not afraid at all. because this person, like, hey, if that loved one that I have or that person that I admire is that way, I can do that too. I can be that way too. And it's cultivating within you what you see in others that inspires you. I see this here. You're really harnessing that inspiration and using it to your advantage in the month of November. So I'm really proud of you, Pisces. Your spirit team is proud of you. Good job. So, what is something that might be an unforeseen circumstance for you in the month of November? Queen of Wands. I said you got a lot of court cards. The Queen of Wands indicates to me that you are going to shine and be seen more than you expect. Okay. The Queen is gorgeous. Look at her. And she commands that attention. She has a very commanding presence. She's not dominating, right? Like the king, it can be kind of controlling in a sense or dominating. He takes the action. He just does what needs to be done and he handles it, right? Well, the queen, it makes a show of it, right? The queen makes it look real good and everybody wants to be around the queen. See the different tone here? I want you to see this empress that you're starting the month with. I dare say that she pales a little in comparison. She's a little more bland, right? Do you see the fire around this Queen of Wands? Like, holy smokes, it looks like she's gotten a makeover and now she's like all hyped up and she's like glamorous and she's ready to go tackle life. I feel like the unforeseen circumstance for you, Pisces, you don't realize how big and amazing this new thing is going to be. You're going to be in the spotlight. People are going to be noticing you. They're going to be valuing, like really taking note, not more than you imagine, okay? More than you imagine. I feel like people are going to see and be like, wow, and jump on your coattails, be very impressed with you. And I don't think that's something that you're expecting. Okay, I really don't think that's something that you're expecting. So I just want you to be prepared for that. I feel like you may be a little shy or introverted. Spirit is saying do your best to try to break away from that now or get more comfortable with that now, because you will be in a spot where you'll be doing bigger things in front of more people and a lot of eyes on you. Take this wherever it lands in your life, okay? But they're watching you. I'm getting the message now. Even if this is your children at home or youth, people who are watching you as a role model, watching how you handle your life, handle your day, how you move through obstacles and challenges, watching how you do this because they take you seriously, they respect you, they are following in your footsteps almost, okay? It's like you're a role model. You're setting an example, not only for just you, but for others like you or others younger than you that are in your experience, even older than you. Anybody can learn from anyone. We are all teachable, right? You are teaching people how to do life by the way they are seeing you handle yours. Okay, so maybe you've been having some turbulence, man. How do you handle that? How have you handled that in the past, Pisces? They want me to say, how have you handled turbulence in the past? Come up with a strategy now to just in case, not that we're predicting anything, but to come up with healthy strategies and coping mechanisms, just in case you come up with that same old feeling or that same old triggering response. We're having holidays coming up. Maybe it's family that triggers you, Pisces. Maybe that's what it is. But having a plan beforehand, saying, I know this could happen sometime in my life because I got years ahead of me, Pisces. So how do I come up with a strategic plan just in case I'm ever in that situation again? Then you have it in your mind. And if it does, you'll feel more prepared. That'll make you feel better 100%. They're letting me know. You'll just feel more prepared and equipped to deal with the future if you have a plan in place just in case. Not that we're going to romance it. We get the plan, we have it solid, and we let it go. And then in that moment, that plan will surface and you can act on it. Okay, if it comes up for you. But number one, having a positive plan on how to deal with maybe some unhealthy or triggering circumstances that you may encounter will really benefit you in the long run because people are watching you. You have a reputation. What you do matters. You are seen. And even if you forget, there's always going to be someone out there that remembers. Okay. So being who you are now authentically and doing what you mean, saying what you mean and doing what you mean, like really not carelessly speaking or carelessly acting, like being intentional about things is very important because people are really holding what you're doing and saying. They're giving me visionary. Your spirit team gave me the word. I just heard it, visionary. They say you're a visionary. You might be stepping in a new direction, like a pioneering direction in some area of your life, and you're leading others. You may not see them following you now, but they will be. You're leading others by example. You're a visionary of your time. You're the one to shift the tides and change things in your generation, in your circle of people. Okay. And if that's not a tangible, physical circle of people in your life, maybe it's a circle of people online, man. Like-minded individuals. Step into some groups. I got chills right now. They're saying you might already be in groups like this, but step into some groups, get plugged in online. That expands your world immensely. And they encourage that. Maybe you're taking online classes, Pisces, or teaching online classes. Take it as it resonates in your life. You got so many court cards here. I want to talk about what you're going to be ending the month with, what kind of energy you have here. Two of Swords. All right. This is kind of a stalemate. Five of Coins. So you're starting off as the Empress with a new money venture, thinking, how can I give to the world? What am I going to do creatively? I just want to love everybody. I want everyone to be happy, and I want to give. But first, you have to have your own stable foundation to give, right? Towards the end of the month, you're like, oh my gosh, I have to cut people off. You're no longer healthy in my life. Maybe people want to borrow all the money that you have, and you realize you're depleted once again, Pisces. What is going on here? There's a stalemate here. There is someone riding your coattails. I see this for some of you. Please take it as it resonates. Someone riding your financial coattails or physical coattails, wanting to stay in your house, but not pay any rent, not doing the dishes or living up to their end of the bargain. This is two things in your mind. Like your no decision is a decision. Deciding to wait and see if things change is a choice to just allow it to remain the same, Pisces. We can't sit in our non-decision. I have to say, we can't sit in our non-decision and expect things to change. All right. Five of Coins is about deciding where to place your money, feeling unsupported by the world, knowing that like just because I have it now doesn't mean I give it freely to people who didn't help me when I needed help. You're cutting off those financial burdens that you don't need anymore. Okay. I see this here. Maybe you're afraid to do that towards the end of the month. Maybe that's the stalemate. Like, oh my gosh, I feel so guilty. I have to help. And then you find yourself in a worse precarious situation, right? Because you did help those people who didn't pay you back or depleted you in some kind of a way. Okay. So I really want to say here, choose your investments wisely in November. They're coming through with this very strongly. Choose your investments wisely in November, where you're placing your money, where you're spending your money, and try to have no restrictions around money. Okay. When you're feeling, I feel this here in your reading, Pisces. When you're feeling that restriction of, oh my gosh, I don't have enough to pay the bills, or oh my gosh, there's not enough food, or oh my gosh, I can't loan my relative the money because I can't afford to do that, or I don't feel comfortable doing it. When you feel that kind of tension, you'll know what I'm talking about here. When you feel depleted in some physical way, it almost like clenches your insides, right? Like feel into that. When you're feeling that way, I want you to feel your body, Pisces. Your spirit team wants you to feel your body and notice the tension and the restriction that you have. Maybe you feel a heaviness on your shoulders, okay? Maybe you feel that clenching in your belly, like I mentioned, maybe a heavy heart or something like this. So I want you to pay attention to when you're feeling these slumpy times, because your spirit team says now it's the time to break those financial patterns. Okay. Break those feelings of there's never enough. I can't get ahead. Everybody always wants more than I can give. Okay. Those are things that can put us into these cringy feelings and emotions, and your body senses it. So when you feel yourself like that, spirit says becoming aware of it is the first step. So when you're aware, oh my gosh, I'm in that pattern. I feel like I have nothing and life is screwed. You know, when you're in that pattern, you feel that way. Uh, Shift your focus and remember a time when you didn't. Okay. I'm talking remember a time when you had more than enough. No matter how far back you got to go in your memories, grab that memory and pull it in and remember a time when you had plenty to go around, when you were able to give freely, before that was gone, before life was different, before these circumstances were around, before any of the crap that you're dealing with right now. Okay. Not a lot of crap. I see a lot of good stuff. Okay. But sometimes you might feel like, oh no, what have I done? What have I done? I don't have enough. Or I can't, I'm scrambling to make it, right? So when you find yourself in those constricted positions, some constricted feelings, energy patterns, Spirit says, shift your focus and remember that time when things were plentiful, when you were completely fulfilled and the bills were paid. Just remember that time. I remember that time back in 2010, whenever it was for you. Remember that time and just hold that. You don't got to think about the whole life, the family, all that. Ugh, there's probably a reason you're not there anymore, right? But just listen. That feeling is what's important. The bills are paid. Take a big, nice, long, deep breath and sigh and allow that openness or that weight to lift or however you're experiencing it. It will shift that feeling and that energy around. Your body will respond. Hold that space of the bills are paid. There's enough to go around. I'm able to loan anybody $1,000 just because I have it, right? Like those feelings, I don't know what you have, but whatever it is for you, those feelings, hold that space instead of the constriction, and you will begin to change those energy patterns around your finances so that they resonate away from your experience. Okay, because keeping those feelings in your loop does not ever help you get ahead, Pisces, and I see that kind of trapped here for you. So shifting that intentionally with your awareness. Again, thought patterns. Do I think up or do I think down about money? Okay, about giving too much money, and that starts with saying no, I can't. If you can't, you can't. Don't make a payment arrangement. Don't rob Peter to pay Paul. If you can't, you can't. You will feel so much better about that later. And whoever asked is going to go to the next person on the list. You are not the end all, be all, save all for everyone. Don't put yourself as a martyr like that, because you end up in the corner and they end up eating popcorn at the movies. All right. Pay attention, Pisces. Look out for you, especially in a financial way, because people are going to see you thriving and they're going to say, oh, Pisces has it all together. Let's have some. And you're going to be like, wow, I haven't had any to give in so long. I would love to help you. And then pretty soon you're stuck holding the bag and you don't got shit to show for it. Take it as it resonates. So, what is one thing that you have forgotten? Major Arcana card number 19, the Sun. If you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to click that notification bell. And if you like this video, click the little thumbs up button so that they will show it to other viewers who may actually like this video as well. Pisces. Major Arcana card number 19, the Sun. This is what you have forgotten. Maybe your weather's bad. Maybe you're not able to go outside right now. Maybe this has been a challenge for you. Maybe this is like happiness, togetherness, family time. Maybe this is something that you could kind of put on the back burner because you have all these things going on. I said past position, king, your current position, the empress, and you're going to be the queen, right? What's going on? Maybe you're not with these people that you wish you were with. Maybe that old life is behind you now. And you feel like, can I ever get something like this ahead of me? Will I ever be happy again? Will I ever be happy again? Maybe, but maybe not in the same way that you believe it to be. Open your happiness up to spirit. Ask God, your divine angels, whoever you believe in. Just say, hey, higher power, higher spirit, higher self, spirit, creator. Help me to have a better life. I'm willing to take the steps to get there. My past was beautiful, but I know my future is even more beautiful than that. Guide me in that direction. Ask for this. And I'm telling you, you're starting off very strong on that throne, starting this new money venture. Maybe this is when you call God in to help you with the big guns on this, because it's unexpected, unforeseen circumstances. Queen of Wands, you're going to shine brighter than you even thought. Whoa, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to be freaking awesome. People are going to be like, hey, give to me too. I want some of what you got. And you have to make those healthy decisions. You're the one who took the actions to get here. All right, not them. You did. Pisces, you got you here. I really feel like this could be toxic family members, dysfunctional, unhealthy friends, whatever this is. Okay, Pisces. So I really feel like at the end of the month, when you win the lotto, every family member from 3 generations around comes out the woodwork, right? Oh, you won the lotto. I think I remember you from high school. I feel something like this for you, Pisces. Oh, you're doing good. I bet you can help me do whatever, use your own good judgment and discernment. Okay. So something that you've forgotten, I feel like you've turned your face away from the world also with this. Maybe you're spending a lot of devoted time at work and you're just not getting outside as much. You're not spending enough free time, happy time. Um, Spirit is suggesting on this to try to watch some uplifting movies or listen to music, something that raises your vibration. That can help you to keep on this upswing, because what are you manifesting right now? Major Arcana number 10, the wheel of fortune. So this is about the cycles of life. Now, you've taken big giant actions to get here, Pisces. I know this. You're on top right now. I see this as very on top. And then towards the month, you might feel a little on the bottom, but I want you to know that you are still this. This is outer circumstances that are going to be pressing against you. And that is an opportunity to secure your own healthy boundaries. Okay. So that you can have this sustainable life that you desire, not overgiving to others, not allowing yourself to be taken advantage of, and not being pessimistic, okay, about, oh, yeah, well, things are good now, but I bet everything's going to collapse, because they always do. This isn't going to last because nothing ever does, or I can't maintain this speed. Do not give yourself more obligations than you know you can make it to, okay? Like, how steadfastly you can keep marching at the same beat, right? Don't give yourself too many things, because you'll fizzle out and you won't be able to accomplish that next thing or make it to that appointment or whatever this is. And you inside, oh gosh, I'm terrible, I couldn't keep the schedule. I want you to be realistic about your limitations so that you can keep on track and on schedule. That feels good, doesn't it? Then you'll be like, hell yeah, I showed up to everything. I did all the things I needed to do. I am the freaking queen of wands. I am the queen of wands, and others will see this too. New cycles, new patterns, new ways of life. Okay. Now, what can bring you down in the month of November? This is Major Arcana card number 9, the Hermit. This is about spending alone time. I told you have a lot of court cards here. You have a lot of court cards here, and I feel like you don't necessarily have, like, this is what you've forgotten, what's, behind you, kind of it, that what you've forgotten is that togetherness of family. You have the King of Wands in the past. You're the Empress in the present. You have the Queen of Wands as the surprising, unforeseen circumstance. And your future position is the King of Swords. You have so many court cards. I'll dive into the King in a moment. So this is what can bring you down, the Hermit. I am spending a lot of time alone. I'm really introspective at this time. And like I said, down on my mistakes. I'm down on myself when I don't make it to that thing. I'm down on myself when I'm on that downswing instead of the upswing. I'm down on myself. I feel like I really want to tell you, Pisces, when you're alone with God. When you're alone, there's a reason. Questions to ask yourself: what should I be doing with this time? Why am I alone? What can I do with this time? I feel like some of you might have pets or housework or things that could stand to be taken care of and addressed, you singularly. I feel like some of you guys, with this Queen of Wands especially, might be taking up some new creative action, joining a gym or starting a meditation group or some kind of thing in your community. Like, this alone time can bring you down, so you don't have to sit in it if you don't want to. But I do have to say this: the Hermit's about using that alone time to your advantage, connecting with your feelings, knowing who you are inside, deciding what rubs you the wrong way and what you do like to have in your life as far as people, places, things, experiences. Okay. It's very easy when you spend some hermit time, when you spend some time alone and you get to know yourself and you get to know what brings you joy. You get to know what really matters to you, what's really important to you. Then it's very easy to step out into the world and gauge how you feel about interactions with other people, places, and other people, places, and experiences that you're visiting. Okay, you'll feel it. You'll feel a dissonance or a resonance with whatever that is. Gives you much clarity, much clarity. Now let's talk about what lifts you up. This is the Knave of Coins. So the Knave is about learning new things. I said you're the Empress. You're starting this new tangible project. You're starting this new physical thing that you're doing. The Knave is about learning. So what brings you down is this alone time, introspectively looking at yourself, looking at your life, these kinds of things. Instead, let's shift our focus. Sorry, there's flies in my home. The weather is changing. Let's shift our focus to This new craving of knowledge, like I'm learning this new trade, I'm moving, maybe you're even deciding to move, coming up with some ideas on how you can do this extra craft, extra hobby, sell some of your tangible items, have a yard sale, these kinds of things. Clear the clutter in your home. I see you as really throwing yourself into physical actions as opposed to sitting in that mental space. Okay, what is your over? Oh, no, no, no. Your future, the energy of the future. Like I said, King of Swords. I need you to know this. The King of Wands is actions. Okay. He's done it all. He's not afraid. He takes those steps. And that's how you've gotten where you're at. The Queen of Wands is like creative and draws you in, and she's charismatic. And this is something that's going to surprise you about yourself this month. You're going to be drawing people in. You're going to really shine at what you're doing. You're not afraid to say, hey, I'm new at this, but I'm learning, right? And people are going to dig you big time. Now, the King of Swords is about strategy and planning. So in your future position, this is very powerful in your future position. Start thinking long term, not just next week. Okay. I feel like maybe that's how you got to where you're at, is by doing everything you need to do in the moment. And now you're like, whoa, here I am. Start thinking long term, especially when people are coming out the woodwork wanting to borrow money or time or vehicles or whatever this could be. Think in the long term. Where do I want to be in a month? Where do I want to be in 6 months, a year, 5 years, 20 years? What do I want to leave the future generations in my family? Stick to that plan. It is realistic. And on the path that you're on this month, Pisces, doing these creative things, shining in the way that you are, although you may feel like you have ups and downs, ultimately the long-term plan is super positive and sustainable. So keep with that. Be logical about this. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan and things will unfold in a great way. Now, overall monthly theme is the Two of Coins. You got a lot of coins here, remember? um, remember, you're starting off with this new thing and people are coming out of the woodwork and you're shining in this way, right? So people are going to want whatever. You're learning other new things in a physical way. So I feel like this is taking on additional roles or additional points of income. This is definitely, or even thinking outside the box, like, you know what, I'm good at what I do, but I would like to do what I do in New York. I'm good at what I do, but I want to go to that other company that's badass in town, whatever this is. I love my home, but I would like to sell my home so I can move closer to my mom. I don't know where you guys are up to. So, Pisces, this overall monthly theme is about money, juggling money, balancing money, deciding where to spend your money wisely, budgeting, deciding for the long term. And we already talked about those old restrictions in money. Look at that. The restriction and the flow of money, remembering those past experiences when money was cool, man. Finances were okay. Your house was legit. You didn't have the stresses that you had today. It doesn't have to be money. It's, I feel the stress in my body. Let me think of a time when I didn't have this, and sit in that for just a minute. This sends a signal to the universe that this is what I would rather be sitting in, please. That is your overall monthly theme. Something else to consider. Knave of Swords. This is something you haven't thought of yet. Like when I'm talking about this long-term plan, maybe someone blindsides you with a totally different aspect. Oh my gosh, wow, that's great. I would love to write a book. Okay. Something else to consider. There's a whole other side of things that maybe you're not seeing. There's a different perspective. And I must say this, Pisces, they're telling me right now, there are no singular perspectives. All right. And you may not always see eye to eye with others in your beliefs or in your life. Okay, that might make you feel some of these ups and downs. All right, they're telling me right now these ups and downs could have to do with other people's different points of view and opinion, or even words. Right, look at this. He's got a snake right here with a sword. He's got a snake tattoo on his hand with a sword. That makes me think about people with their words saying something. Something else to consider. Yes, yes, when you shine brightly, sometimes the naysayers come out the woodwork. When you shine brightly, sometimes our unhealthy family wants to say, listen here, Miss Thing, who do you think you are? Get back in your corner. You've never been that good. You're not as smart as that. You can possibly do the things you're doing. Sometimes they just want to say some shit behind your back and, oh, hey. Something else to consider. F anyone else's opinion about your life. F anyone else's vision of your journey and your path, because you see it, you're living it, you're doing it, and it is yours to have. Do not take what other people have to say to heart. Use your inner knowing with the eye on his neck. Don't watch other people's words. Listen to your own inner knowing. Spirit is speaking to you in your life, in your heart, and on your path. Pay attention to synchronicities in your outer environment that lead you in a certain direction. If you keep getting drawn to this certain city or this certain class or this certain person you keep bumping into, it's not a coincidence, man. It's freaking fate. Pay attention to the signs. Where are you being led, Pisces? I know you're intuitive. Don't be afraid to step out the box, step out the norm, and say, you know what? Forget my old life. Forget everyone I know. I'm going to be me somewhere else where I can be me and feel like I can do that. Take it as it resonates. All right. Final guidance. Four of Coins. I just said something like this. Four of Coins is about packing up what's precious to you and bouncing. This is like, look, I've got these 4 coins and I've got more coins, but I'm just going to leave them behind because it's more important for me to hold what's precious to me and get the hell out of here. To hold what's precious to me and leave, because you see the snake is like circling. Like, these are my precious items, my diamonds, my jewelry, my this, that. And there's a snake who is just hovering. That where you're at right now is only temporary. I want to say this. Final guidance. Where you are is only temporary. The life you're living in this moment is only temporary. So it's going to get bigger than anything you can imagine. You might feel super alone right now. You're not going to be alone forever, because what you're in right now is temporary. What you have with you is what you need with you. Spirit is providing for all of your needs. And when we shift those financial mindsets and those mindsets and energy patterns of lack, then it will be more than your needs that is provided for. You'll begin to have for your wants. You'll begin to have for your desires. You'll begin to have to create the life that you want in the long term with the King of Swords here. I'm telling you guys, it's becoming tangible in your reality this month. But make sure that you're not spending in a frivolous manner. Make sure that you are minding your money and paying attention to not spending it in silly places or loaning it to people who you know aren't good to pay you back, that kind of thing. You're really keeping close to what's precious. I have to say this also. You might have this vision for your life of stardom or whatever. I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm saying you're going to go big places and do big things in the field where you're in. Okay. Maybe you're going to be the chief or the supervisor or the manager or whatever this is. Big, big visions. I feel like the people in your environment are not, maybe not all of them, but there are some who are naysayers. Like I said, naysayers who might come out to be like, oh, who do you think you are, Miss Thing, right? Keep that close to your chest with the 4 of Coins here. Don't be telling everybody about your big dreams, okay? Because manifestation is real. And when people don't believe in your dreams, it can offset the manifestation that you desire to have. If enough people say, no, you can't do that, pretty soon, energetically and probably in your mind, you believe, you know what, maybe I can't do that. Maybe I can't do that. So guess what? Don't tell anybody. Just know what it is. Know what your plan is in the long term. Take the steps to get there. Shine while you're doing it. Turn your face. Don't listen to anybody's attitudes, naysaying. Don't let anyone take advantage of you or your money. And man, you are just going to go big places, Pisces. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, in your heart and at your core, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is about emotional satisfaction and fulfillment. Even if you're not in a partnership, sometimes the sun can indicate marriage. You see the 2 people there? What you've forgotten, what's in the past marriage, could be a partnership, something special. 9 of Cups indicates I'm happy as I am. I'm whole and complete, and my life is sustainable. In fact, I love what I'm doing, and that brings me joy. That brings me satisfaction. There are some areas of your life in which you are so incredibly satisfied that it really doesn't matter that you don't have it all yet, that everything's not put together yet. So at your heart and in your core, you're very grateful. You're very grateful for what you have, and that is a beautiful space to be manifesting from. They're letting me know right now, Pisces, quickly for you, if there is something in your heart that you desire, like a relationship, a harmonious cohesion, a certain job or a place or whatever this is you're wanting to manifest, they are saying to write it out. When you're just thinking the thoughts, it is something. It starts the process. When you begin to have feelings about it, that process begins to gain momentum, okay? But when you actually write it down, it becomes tangible in our physical reality, at least those words on the paper. So writing out the things that you desire to have, not the negative attributes. Don't add to that. Okay. That's just as bad as someone else saying, no, you can't, and throwing that salt on our manifestation. Only write out the things and the traits that you desire to achieve through that manifestation process. Okay. That is what I have for you, Pisces. For November, check me out in the next 2 weeks, and I will be doing a mid-month update for you. We'll dive in a little deeper to see where you're at that point. And it looks like you're going to have a beautiful and empowering month. I'm telling you what, you are standing in some fantastic energy. A lot of possibilities and probabilities are open to you at this time. So make sure to seize the moment. I know you've been really punchy, like taking those actions, continue in that direction, but pause and make a plan. Make sure you're stepping in the direction of that long-term plan, and don't share it with everyone. Don't let anyone sidetrack you from that, because you're on a mission from God. You're on a mission with your higher self, your spirit team. The angels support you on this. Okay. And they want me to say that your past loved ones support you on what you're doing, even if your outer family members and these loved ones that are living don't necessarily support you. They don't have the vision that you have. They don't have the knowledge or the experience or the awareness that you have. That's why it's you who's doing it. Okay. So be empowered, continue to take steps in that healthy direction, and your month is going to be beautiful. Your month is going to be beautiful. Okay, Pisces? I thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, click that little thumbs up, like button, and subscribe to my channel. My links are in the description box if you want to connect with me on a deeper level, or hit me up on Facebook. I do a lot of live reading events, like individual reading events on Facebook. So check me out, friends. Until the next one, I send you much love and many blessings. Bye.